Hey, what's up guys? It's OneFly here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you an in-depth guide on how to easily complete the Die Machine Easter egg. Now this is going to be my 100 subscriber special, and I want to thank you all so much for getting me to this milestone, and it really means a lot. So with that all out the way, let's get right into this video. The first thing you're going to want to do is head down all the way to the underground facility and turn on the power. Once you turn on the power, head around the room and activate the 2 terminals. Then, once you do that, a big anomaly, a purple ball, should spawn in the middle, and make sure you hold your interact button on that. Then, you should realize that everything is turning purple, and there's an ether tunnel marked on your screen. You're going to want to head to that ether tunnel, go down it, and collect the machine part. Then, just head back to the Pack-a-Punch machine, and you have Pack-a-Punch. And for the next thing you want to do for the Easter egg is find one of the 3 locations for the Aether portals around the map and go into them. There's 3 locations that parts can spawn, and they are spawned in random order. The first one is in the spawn room, the second one is underground, and the third one is inside of the plane area, just on top of that plane wing. These spawn in random order, so one might not spawn in the spawn or underground, but it might spawn on the plane wing, so just make sure you check all the locations that it can possibly spawn. So now we are going to be crafting the ether scope in the underground facility, and make sure you pick it up as well. Then you're going to want to head in the speed cola room where there should be a new anomaly, and you're going to want to stand at this table and pick up the diary. When you pick up the diary, you're going to want to jump down here and give the anomaly the diary. Then there's going to be another one in the control room, and there's also going to be another one in the particle accelerator room. Just make sure you give them all the diaries, and you have to wait for them to talk a bit, and then you should be ready to move on to the next step. Now you want to enter the password, and that is the step. We are now going to be getting our free die, so make sure you kill a Megaton and then head to the Deadshot room and press your interact button on that. Then head to the lower level of Nocturne Totem and hold your interact button on that wall. It should start sucking up the zombies, and you want to get as many kills as possible with it. Right here, it took me about a whole horde and even more, so it may take you a whole bunch of zombies, but as long as it's sucking up the zombie souls, then you should be okay. And then once you get a quote that it says it's done, you want to head to the exact same place where you turned it on and hold your interact button, go inside the room, and you have your free die. Once you get your die, you're going to want to head up here and shoot this box right here. Make sure it falls down, and then head directly to the left and suck up this empty canister right here where I'm sucking. Then make sure you pick it up and head to where you shot the box down, and also picked up the empty flask. There should be an anomaly inside the pond area, and you want to go into specifically this one, as all of the other ones won't work. And you're going to want to head to the Deadshot Daphne room and place the fuse right there. You should know you've done it when you see a bit of orange glow or cutting something, and it'll teleport you out of the dark ether. That's one die upgrade done. And for the next one, you want a Megaton to blast that fungus on the tree right there, and you'll know you did it when it turns purple. You're going to take the flask and hold your interact button on it, wait a bit, and then re-pick up the flask, which is filled now. That's 2 dies done. And for the third one, you're going to want to put the gas canister right behind you and sit right here during a dog round. You're going to want to wait for a dog to get right next by, and it will then suck up the gas once you kill it right next by. You're going to wait a moment and then pick up the gas. And then now for the last and the hardest one, make sure you enter the anomaly specifically right here, or else it will not work. And I'd recommend buying stamina for this one, because you do need to hurry. If you fail this one, you can always re-enter after 25 zombie kills. The first spawn that you need to suck up with your die is right here. You want to suck up this orange crystal and shoot it in this box down here. And for the next one, there's another one in the pond area near Quick Revive. Just suck it up and then take it down and shoot it at the box. And for the third one, it's right next to Juggernog, and you want to suck this one up as well. Then shoot it at the box. I actually ran out of time here, so it teleported me out the dark ether, but if you have it in your gun, you should be fine. That is the last and final die. And now we are going to be taking all our dies and shooting them at this pod right here. We are going to want to take the respective dies and shoot them for their respective little things right there. You'll know that you've shot the right one with the right die when it goes upward. Make sure you take each upgrade and shoot it once. I'm showing all the upgrade locations for which one. And then once you've done all the dies and all of them go up, you should hear a quote that says power restored. And now you need a initialization agent. Now we can move on to the next step. You should realize that there's now a dark ether portal outside the medical bay and you want to enter it. Then you're going to want to go right above Speed Cooler right here and activate this anomaly. You're now going to wait for them to talk, and where it says stolen on the ground is where you're going to look when you exit the dark ether. This is where the dark ether wrench is going to be that you need to collect. Once you collect the dark ether wrench, head to this tank in the spawn area and use the dark ether wrench on the tank 3 times. A zombie should pop out and you want to kill that zombie. Then throw a Semtex grenade on the side of a tank and you should realize that it shoots 1 bullet. You are now going to head near the plane, and I'd recommend shooting a bullet from the gas die out and train the zombies around here before you pick it up because there will be a lot of dogs that spawn. Keep in mind that you are very slow when you end up doing this, but you should be able to outrun the dogs if you have stamina. You'll be at about walking speed the entire time. You're going to want to head to exactly where I do and enter the decontamination agent in this red box right here. After that, you're going to have to get a initialization agent, and you're going to want to find a megaton, and I'd recommend splitting him right under this tube right here. I got very lucky and got a nuke right before, and it can get very hectic down here, so make sure you be careful to not go down. Now you're going to get both of the split megatons inside the cage by just running around under the cage. They should follow you, and they'll float up. Now you're going to start a small talking process where all the players in your game need to be in this room right here, and you're going to click on this computer right here. I'll skip the cutscene for spoilers, but just a warning, when he does run off, a whole bunch of megatons spawn, so don't do what I did and stick in this area. Make sure you run off to a safe spot as close as possible. And now that we actually can have the option to enter the boss fight, you definitely want to use the electric upgrade. This is going to help you out immensely for the boss fight. Make sure you're all ready. I'd recommend the electric die, which is almost required in my opinion, and a purple rarity tier with double upgraded electricity or better. And when you're ready, make sure you go into the anomaly in Nocturne Totem and go to this anomaly right here and activate it. You're going to listen to him for a bit. For your equipment, I'd recommend either decoys or stims and molotovs. I'd also recommend a self-revive and a war machine. And now that you are ready to go in, once he's finished talking, he's now going to leave a family photo behind, and that's what you pick up to enter the boss fight. I'd recommend picking it up right away, so I'm not sure if it despawns or not, but I wouldn't take any chances. I'd recommend picking up right away, so make sure you're ready before you enter the Dark Ether portal, and you'll come in on the no light power room with Orlov. You can pack a punch and buy armor during the boss fight. Let's get in on how to do the boss fight. Once he's finished talking, he will end up coming to this corner right here, and will need to protect him. He won't be able to die, but if he gets attacked by zombies, it'll go a lot slower, and there's going to be a ton of megatons that spawn in. The reason you almost need the electricity die upgrade is because you're going to spray the megatons and other bosses with this weapon. I wouldn't recommend anything else just because this thing absolutely lasers them. Also, do not use ammo like you don't have any of it, because when you do kill the megaton bombers and stuff, they will drop you plenty of ammo for your electricity die, so that is something you don't need to worry about. On his first stage, you should just be able to defend him with your regular weapon and your die upgrade, but during the second stage, I recommend either using your stims, decoys, or your molotovs, whatever you need. Potentially, if you really need help, I'd also recommend using your war machine, but if you can, try saving that for the third phase, where he will go under the pack-a-punch machine. Remember to just spray your ammo, as you will be getting plenty of it, and this is why you definitely want the die upgrade. If you keep holding it down, then it will end up doing 7,500 damage very quickly and many shots. This is enough to really easily kill all of the Megaton bombers. And now that he's on to his third and final stage, you're going to want to head under the pack-a-punch machine and use everything you got. Use your decoys or anything if you have anything left. Make sure you use your Molotovs. If you've chosen Ring of Fire or Aether Shroud, you can use that when you need extra help. And this is the stage where I'd also recommend using your War Machine. When I wouldn't recommend using your Ring of Fire right away, though, if you do indeed have it. I'd recommend until you end up seeing all the Megaton bombers and the Mayax and stuff, because that's the people that are going to be causing you all the trouble here. And you did the boss fight. You did a very good job, and you did it successfully. Now all you have to do is exfil. Now the hard part about this is that there's going to be blue things all around the map that are going to do a lot of damage that you can't go through. I'd recommend going this path through Deadshot Daiquiri, and yeah, just make sure you dodge all the blue things, as you cannot go through them, and they will down you if you try. And here I'm at the exfil chopper. I didn't use all my war machine in the boss fight, so here I'm using it. And you can get there very fast, so you have to wait for the chopper. Just make sure you defend the zombies off with your extra utility. And yeah, that is the in-depth, easy Easter egg guide for Die Machine. And I really hope this helped. And I really hope you enjoyed. I'll let you watch the ending cutscene here.
Requiem, Alpha site just went nuclear. Facility has been destroyed.
Good work, Strike Team. We've closed the breach. But I got a feeling Omega Group is just getting started.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And peace out. Hope this helped.